GMB TV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Got passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist. That 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear. About 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I say?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business. Boom!
I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be at all times, my G's, at all times. And we all see what's going down between Pusha T and Jim Jones. We all see what's transpiring between Pusha T and Jim Jones. And I mean, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in the rap. When you scratching the surface, and here at Grown Man Business TV, we are definitely scratching the surface. And I want to give a big salute to all my day one investors in the DMs saying Big G and BTV the Oracle. And don't you forget the TV, and you better never forget the Oracle. What is your thoughts on the situation between Jim Jones and Pusha T? What are your thoughts exactly on what's going down between Jim Jones and Pusha T? And I mean, it is absolutely disgusting work, my G's. Absolutely disgusting work hearing an artist like Jim Jones downplay such an elite artist, such an elite rapper like Pusha T. Now listen, man, we all heard what Jim Jones had to say about Push, how he don't deserve to be on the top 50 rappers of all times. He doesn't understand how he made the list. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But it was disgusting work listening to a rapper like Jimmy talk and downplay an artist like Pusha T. Now, listen, man, you already know I did the video on Pusha T, addressing him with that purse, addressing his situation with Lil Nas X in the matching socks. I mean, you see the big 757 piece, right? Either way, nobody is off limits when it comes to Grown Man Business TV. So now I'm going to give you an appreciation video. I'm going to let you know exactly why Pusha T deserved to be on that list, Jim Jones. Exactly his influence and exactly his contributions to this game. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You can never take that away from a Pusha T. Yeah, 757, stand up. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, my G's. Now, listen, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV, right? We're going to get into these clips. We're going to double back, and we're going to get deeper into these angles, my G. We're going to get into these clips. We're going to double back and get deeper into these angles. Gang.
If you're not putting Drake in the top 2 of all time, like, what are we going to do? We're going to keep putting shade on his name. He has broke every single statistic, period. You heard? Like, right. Seriously, like,
we all can agree Jay's one, right?
We can't agree on that. I can't agree on that. Jay-Z has done something that will never ever be duplicated. Yes, he's at the top of the barrel when it comes to what he's done. He's a billionaire. He has done for dope boys that people never even thought could be. He's put himself in rooms that you couldn't imagine. All right? And then his business acumen is way bigger than his music acumen at this point. In the past 12 years, everything that Drake has hit like Tupac was hitting.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
No matter if you like it, no matter if you don't like it because he light skinned, no matter if you like it because he's singing, no matter what like, he always seemed to be in his playlist. Like, there's no way around Drake. So
10 minutes later.
One day I was looking for like autograph stuff from Clips because I was like a really big Clips fan. You know what I keep in a line. Some search words led me to this guy in Virginia that supposedly had a microphone that Pusha T used during the show. It was like plastic, but it had his autograph on it. I used to pretend I was doing interviews on the red carpet and perform all the Clip songs. In my basement with the mic. I'm a full-size teen at this point, like, you know, so this is in private. And then I performed with it so much that I rubbed the autograph off. I don't even know if he really signed it, but that was my big thing, man. At the time, it meant the world to me, though. I'm gonna regret even telling this story.
How did Hov get on this project?
And it was an email, like, simply.
I think well this is our third record together. So we did So Appalled, we did Drug Dealers Anonymous.
Right.
And you know, I sort of think that Hove knows that when I reach out to him, it's like it's about something serious in regard to music. Like if I ask him to be on something, it's one of them ones.
Right.
And yeah, I just sent it over to him. He was just like, man, what you want me to say to that? Like,
I went to school in Virginia where Pusha was from, and I know Pusha a long time.
All right, if five Jim Jones records play right now on this radio, could you sing along to them? No? All right, cool.
Yo, shout the season, man. Shout the season, man. Yo, that's how the
She get wicked. Like what you saying. Wrong. She get wicked. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, my G's. I mean, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? It gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in the rap. When you scratching the surface, and here at Grown Man Business TV, we are definitely scratching the surface. Now, y'all got an ear full, right? I'm sure y'all also got an eye full of those clips. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, but it is absolutely disgusting work, Jim Jones. The hate that you're spewing is absolutely disgusting work. Now, Jim Jones is a Harlem native, a Harlem representative, and it's a bad look seeing you hate, seeing the hate come out your pores towards a Pusha T. Now, let's break this thing down, right? One of the first things that Jim Jones said that was red flags all over the field for me is that nobody wanted to be like Pusha T. Now, let me give you some history, old capo, old Jimmy Jones, old Jimmy. Let me break this down for you. You know, the one rapper that you gave the most praise, the one rapper that you gave the most praise to, Drake. Yeah, Drizzy. We all know, we heard you talking about Drake, right? That's the one rapper I wanted to pull out and I wanted to isolate for you. Now, I don't know if you forgot this or you never knew this, but you need to do your history. Drake used to look up to Pusha T before Pusha T ripped his head off. Drake used to want to be Pusha T. Drake used to want to be just like Pusha T. He actually wanted to be signed to the same label as Pusha T when he was a youngster, you know, back in the day. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Drake said it out of his own mouth that he used to look up to Pusha T. He used to admire Pusha T. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, you got to understand something, Jimmy. You know, Pusha T has such a strong pen that it made Drake have the pen that he has today. It made Drake want to be lyrical. It made Drake understand that he couldn't come into this game half-stepping. It wasn't your bars. It wasn't your songs. It wasn't none of the things that you did for this game that made Drake think twice and understand he had to be elite before he came into this thing. It was Pusha T. Drake said that. You understand me? So when you ask the question, who wanted to be like Pusha T? Whoever wanted to be like a Push? Drizzy did. Oh, Drake, your favorite artist. You know, now let's go into another angle. You know, it was another artist that you know is at the top of the list that you respect highly and you spoke highly of. Jay-Z. Oh, Jigga. Jigga, what's my... You know who I'm talking about, right? He shows high admirations for Pusha and Pusha T's pen and Pusha T's song and Pusha T's career. He respects Pusha. He was quoted saying, anytime he goes into the studio with Kanye West or Pharrell or anybody that might have been working with Push, he wants to hear what Push did first before he makes his decision. Anytime Pusha T drops an album, you hear Big Homie, old Jay-Z, you know, God MC, Hova on that album. If you listen to it or not, Jay-Z's ears are open to it. You understand me? So I just wanted to break that down. I'm not going to make this a long video, but I wanted to give you that game before you make these allegations about a 757 representative, about a Pusha T. You know, if you ask Jay-Z, he'd put Pusha T higher on the list. Pusha T's probably in Jay-Z's top 10, top 15 artists of all times. Now let's talk about you, Jimmy. What have you contributed to this game other than having a bunch of ghostwriters? You know, your biggest song, you had Max B write. Anything that you came out with, we got to question if you even wrote it by yourself. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But an artist like Jim Jones or artists like you, Capo, should never have anything to say about a push ton. Yeah, drugs that he probably didn't sell. That sound like hate to me. Let me give you firsthand knowledge. Push was out there. Push was making his moves in them streets. That's well documented. That's well-known knowledge when you coming from the 757. And you got to understand something. A lot of us used to see Pusha T moving around the streets. To see Pusha T pull up in that Batman, that Batmobile joint. You know what I'm saying? That AMG, you know, 600 Batmobile kid on that joint, matte black. He used to pull up and we used to see that. And we had first eye view on a street dude making it to the industry. So it's deeper than cocaine rap. It's in rap, period. Pusha is one of those dudes. And Jimmy, you never been one of those dudes. You never been one of those dudes. I don't know if the guys in New York are going to tell you. I don't know if anybody in your circle, but you never been one of those dudes in hip hop. Ever. Maybe in blood rap. Now, if we talking about being in the blood gang and representing the flag and all of that, you might be top 15. But other than that, watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth when you talking about a 757 guard, a king from that city, man. Norfolk is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. But this is God's work. Gang.
GMB TV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Got passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist. That 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear. About 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I say?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business.